Do you buy the Chris Sims report, which we've been talking about all morning?
I buy some of it. Yes, I do. Because
so that report it was Courtney's lead this morning at 6:25 when we do the leads every day.
Oh, look, Greg, another thing Greg won't buy.
that report was that the rift between Bill and Mac began with or was elevated because Mac Jones was calling around the NFL asking for help.
Yep.
The assumption is that it was Josh McDaniels. That he would be calling for help.
Yeah.
If you buy that, is that something that Bill gets over, or is that the nail in the coffin in your mind between?
If we have this show, and I don't like how things are going, I'm in my second year here,
right?
And I call over to Felger and I say, "Hey, need some help," and you found out about it. Yeah. Wouldn't you maybe look at me a little bit sideways? I would be out the door that day.
Right.
It is for Bill Belichick, who holds trust to the top of what he's looking for in his personnel and his players, to find out that he's going and talking to, maybe another head coach in the league who you're playing that season.
Yes, hello.
We talked to Bill.
Can I just say one more thing?
Go ahead.
That would explain that long embrace at the end of the Pats-Raiders game and Bill just standing back and
looking
watching it. That would put a cherry on top of that photo.
We talk to Bill every Monday. The one thing you should be able to gauge from Bill, from us talking to him, is that this guy is all about whatever's going on, we keep it in-house. We don't leak out anything, or we do our best not to leak things out here, right? We know from talking to him, because at times he might not give us anything. So just the fact that even if you were calling other players or coaches to complain about what was going on and the way the offense was being ran is undermining his staff. That's what made him – that was the crux of Brady, Bill. Their beginning friction was Guerrero undermining the training and strength and conditioning staff with the Patriots. Bill does not want that. So to have Mac Jones calling somebody saying, hey, listen.
It's a wild thing to think about. I can't believe he would do that.
But do you believe that that the guys on offense had issues with the way the offense was being called, ran?
Yes, they said it. Kendrick Bourne said it publicly.
Right. So if we know every guy on that offense was complaining about it, you know what people do, human nature? They bitch and complain about what's going on. We do it. We go home after work and we bitch and complain, right? I hate this, there's a busting my balls at work today, whatever. Now, the only difference is that Mac and guys at the professional level have relationships, go, man, can you believe this offense we're running? And he's talking to an offensive coordinator. He might be talking to another one of his
talking to Saban, who's very good friends with Bill.
I don't think he's talking to Saban, but he could be talking
if you're talking to Josh McDaniels, if you think he's talking to Josh McDaniels, it's just as dumb to talk to Nick Saban.
But maybe the relationship with Josh and Mac is because I've been in this before with coaches. I don't like what the head coach is doing. Like, there are some coaches that don't agree with Bill and will have discussions with their players and go, yeah, I'm with you on this one. I don't like what Bill's doing either, but this is what we got to do.
But everybody, I have a question for the whole room, please. Do you think that these two men, Freudian, Mac and Bill, can return as currently constituted and reset this relationship next season?
Yes, because it's a work relationship. Like I think they both need each other. You don't think so?
Bill, what's paramount? Courtney just mentioned it. Trust. How do you regain or reestablish trust with a quarterback who was just, if this is accurate, going around the league and bitching about your head coach, talking about things that Bill would never want divulged outside of the building? Like, how do you reset that relationship?
Right. Yep.
And if you sit here and go,
well, if Robert Kraft is the one who wants Mac Jones here, then you have to fix it.
And not necessarily, because Bill has enough power to be like, listen, Robert, it's not working. So it's either Mac or me. If you think that there was an issue between Brady and Bill, which led to them separating because they couldn't figure that out. And those guys were together for 20 years. You believe that there's an issue. And Brady never had issues of saying publicly or at least whispering he didn't like what was going on with the play call and the offense. So you're telling me that you believe Mac and Bill can smooth things out and they've only been together for 2 years?
And I'm sorry, but all these people that are angry about this conversation right now, like, wake up. The Patriots are at a crossroads. They're at a fork in the road. They need to figure out what's going on. The quarterback and the coach don't get along. It's not a creation by the media. It's a fact. So whether or not this actually happened, there is an issue within the organization. Bill's talking about how much money they spend. Bill is refusing to say Mac's the quarterback. Mac is obviously unhappy. This is not a media creation. This is not hating Bill.
Well,
this is the facts.
But again, Curtis, and they're upset because it's all speculation. Like Chris Sims is speculating.
Then get mad at them. Don't get mad at us. They put it out there.
But it is. For Chris Sims to go there and say that, you better have some sort of inside source that's telling you that's exactly.
Well, it's not even
happened.
just Sims. It's Sims and
Yes.
Florio. Like, they're both telling you this. So it's not just one guy. They're both hearing it.
Yeah.
Do you think the relationship is good, Greg, between
No.
Mac and Bill?
No, I don't think it. But I
Oh,
don't.
speculation. Let's go to break.
And that if Kraft likes Mac, he's going to tell Bill, hey, well, you got to work it out. Kraft is just like Bill and holds trust up there, too. So,
But how many people who have a hard-o for a boss like the boss? Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but it's not
They
about-
go and do the job.
But it's not about whether you like
Yeah, but
him.
Mac's a millennial. We see him complaining all the time, Greg.
Right.
You complain about millennials not doing the job all the time.
It's not about whether or not you like him. It's whether or not you guys can work together towards a common goal, which is being successful, right? We saw it. I think you see it firsthand with Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. How when a coach and a player, a quarterback might not be on the same page, things tend to not really work out, or it doesn't look that, or change the scenery. We saw it with Russell Wilson, and it doesn't work out. The fact that we know how Bill is, Bill does not want any of the dirty laundry aired. And there is just way too much smoke going on. Listen, I feel like Adrian in this situation from Rocky with the Patriots and Bill and Robert. Like, you can't win. You cannot win in this situation here. It is time to make a change.
Yeah, here's a text on the Subaru of New England text line from my adopted home continent of Maine, which says, Greg, Mac is gone. Simple as that. Rogers 2 years, Groom Zappy, Mac is gone.
Right.
I just
Whatever you want whatever the new plan would be, it is. Mine's is you go after Brady and Lamar. Other people might be do this, do that. But when you look at this relationship, do you believe there is something going on?
yes. And for last season, for Mac and his team to just do the Mac 10, whatever he did that trademark.
Yes.
And we all sat here and everybody was telling me, like, oh, Bill's not going to like that. Bill's going to be mad about that. And I thought, oh, my God, you guys are making a mountain out of a molehill. Now this season, for more things to come out, for there to be all these headlines about Mac Jones and nothing about his play and everything about his personality or what he's doing off the field, Bill doesn't want that. Kraft doesn't want that. And Mac doesn't want that.
Bill asked about Mac, and he said he's a quarterback in the NFL. That was his comment.
he said he could be a good quarterback in the NFL.
Like, my God.
You used to crap on the fact that Cam Newton couldn't throw the ball 5 yards.
Yeah.
But when you asked Bill about Cam Newton, oh, my God. Bill would go on and on
Yeah.
how good this guy
Yeah.
worked and all. And
Well,
that's
Bill did comment on Mac Jones not being able to throw the ball 55 yards. So.
that is true. Bill, you know what Bill's going to do this offseason? Bill is going to blow everybody out that he feels like he can't trust. Everybody, and that's why I don't think Matt Patricia is going anywhere, because
Because he trusts him.
yes, that's the key. If Bill trusts you, he'll go down with you. I don't care how bad he thinks you are. He will go down with that ship. It's about the loyalty that you show to him.
Right. And Greg, not to go back and redo a tough period here, but the summer that we started working together, Ken and I were talking all summer about how Brady's house is on the market. He's out of here. And you were like, you guys are making this all up. Bill and Tom are friends.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is the facts of the situation. There could be some sort of a reconciliation. I'm not saying that's a 0%, but right now it doesn't appear that they are working to get closer. It appears like each side is getting further away.
And can I just say one thing? Johnny5 on Twitter. So we're at the point now where you guys hate Max so much that you're believing Chris Sims. Give me a break. Reminder, everybody, you all went on and on about Ben Volin and his report when you found out it was wrong. We're simply doing the same thing with Chris Sims and Mike Florio. It's a report that's out there about the starting quarterback of the New England Patriots and his relationship with the head coach. Obviously, this is going to be the main storyline for the offseason. For all of you guys to go after Volin over and over again for his report and then finding out it's not true, and now, Chris Sims and Mike Florio have a report, and we're supposed to just turn the other way?
Yeah. All right.